longer than they need to be. We are recording the session, as you would have seen when you logged in, so that afterwards, for any people who can't attend, we'll be sending that out. We'll also be sending out the PowerPoint slides after we're done, so that you have access to the information. You don't have to worry about jotting down notes really quickly. So I want everyone to know that before we get started. I also want to welcome those that are here. You are more than welcome to turn your cameras on, but you don't have to. We will ask that you keep yourselves on mute until we do the little activity that comes a little bit later. Basically, the reason that we're here today, or that we've invited you here today as potentially newly registered Access students or ones that haven't met us yet, is to get a bit more of a sense of the team, who we are. We are a new team, and a little bit more of a sense of what Access, or the Student Access Center, offers, who we are, what we do. So the first thing will be a chance for everyone here to introduce themselves a little bit. My name is Marie. I am one of the adapted service counselors here. So the primary responsibility for me is being able to meet with you guys individually, review your accommodations, determine your IEP, and here to troubleshoot too when you run into problems. So that's essentially what my role is. Holly, do you want to go ahead?
Hi, I'm Holly. So I'm in the similar role as Marie. So I'm also an adapted services counselor, and I do similar things. However, my office is also the quiet room at F145, which is also the adapted lab.
Hi, I'm Debbie. I'm the administrative support agent. I am sort of the gatekeeper to the SAC. Anytime you need to make an appointment with anyone, reach out, either the MEOs or dropping in, you stop by my office or you call or MEO me, and then I go ahead and I set you up with whoever it is you need to meet.
Hi, my name is Juliana. So I'm the examination invigilator and academic coach. As the first part of my responsibilities is anything I can help you guys in terms of booking exam requests, extra time, anything like that. I'm your gal. And in terms of finding appropriate tools to achieve your academic center goals, then I will also assist you as an academic coach on one-on-one sessions, whatever you guys need. So first, we want to start with a little bit of acknowledgement. So land acknowledgement is we would like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which Champlain College Saint-Lambert resides in is located on unceded Indigenous lands. The Kanakin Kanaka Nation is recognized as the custodians of the lands and waters of which we gather. We ask that the settlers of this territory keep these living histories in mind, with heightened awareness to the context faced by Indigenous peoples as we move forward together.
You're on mute, Debbie.
You're right. Sorry, I have children nearby, so I've muted. So today's agenda is starting with what is the Student Access Center, or the SAC, or the SAC. The services that we provide. We're going to also be doing some transition activities. Juliana, if you can, thank you. As well as the resources on campus, and we're going to have a question and answer period at the end.
Okay, so introduction to the Student Access Center, SAC, SAC. What we really are and why we're here is for you and about you, meeting the needs of students with documented registered disabilities that are impacting their learning. We're then here to provide different support services and other accommodations to help you meet those needs. We collaborate often with teachers and staff members as well to ensure that the needs that you have are met. And really the goal as a college is to ensure that all students at Champlain have an equal opportunity to learn. So that's really our mandate and our purpose.
So the SAC offers a wide range of services to students with a documented diagnosis to assist them through their time spent at Champlain College. For example, individualized assessment of academic needs with adapted services counselors for personalized accommodations, an English and French coaching program with Champlain faculty, academic coaching with SAC staff to address stress and anxiety management, study and note-taking skills, organization skills, and time management, and case management with adapted services counselors to assist with the communication with teachers, facilitation of or referrals to other services, and self-advocacy. A resource base that the SAC offers to its students is the Quiet Room in F145, which is my office. The Quiet Room is a space where SAC students can go if they need a moment to take a breather or get some work done. The space is also available to students registered, or it's available to only students registered with the SAC, sorry. The Quiet Room is also an adapted computer lab to help our students with their assignments. The computers are equipped with specialized software such as Antidote and WordQ. Adapted services counselors and academic coaches are also available to support students throughout their studies. The SAC also offers workshops and activities to students throughout the semester to help them with their experience at Champlain College. Some examples of the themes that have been done in the past are transitioning to college and in-person learning, study skills, managing stress and anxiety during finals, relaxation activities such as making stress balls, glitter globes, origami, etc. And if you have any suggestions for a workshop or activity this semester, you can let me or any other SAC staff know.
Okay, so as I think mentioned, part of the SAC is about removing barriers for academic success and making sure that you're on par. So a big piece of that is individualized accommodations. As adaptive service counselors, Holly and I review your documentation. When you send it to us, we look at past accommodations that you might have had. We talk to you and meet with you individually to look at your strengths and the challenges that you experience. And in doing that, we determine the appropriate accommodations to which you're entitled. Now, what that means is those accommodations are individualized, and you might not necessarily have the same accommodations as a classmate or as a friend, even if you guys have the same diagnosis. So that's, I think, an important note. The other piece that's important is that those accommodations are not necessarily static. So if the situation changes, if the accommodations aren't meeting your academic needs, there is the ability to review those. And you can reach out to us again or reach out to Debbie if that's the situation that you're in. Some of the accommodations that we offer include exam accommodations, so writing in the Student Access Center, receiving extra time. There are classroom accommodations, specialized software and equipment, class notes or note takers, and adaptive schedules are just some of the accommodations that we offer. Despite the fact that we're offering accommodations, there is a responsibility on your part and a general responsibility that you are able to meet the same standards academically as everyone else. So this includes when we talk about things like program standing, academic advancement, and academic standing. Those are some big words, so I'm going to break that down a little bit, the important piece on the next slide. Okay, so for those who don't know, and many students don't, I will say, despite how long they've been here, is that Champlain, like other CEGEPs, operate with a concept of academic standing. In basic terms, that means that you can't just fail your classes and not have some sort of consequence attached to that. At Champlain, in order to stay in what's called good academic standing, you need to pass 50% of your course load based on the amount of class hours that the courses have. Now, if you don't pass that 50%, you will be put on academic probation, which requires signing of a probation contract. If that happens the following semester or repeatedly, you would be suspended from the college for a year, and you can go somewhere else, or after the year, you can choose to reapply to Champlain if you wish to return here. Now, the good news in that is one that we're telling you now, that we hope that the services that we're able to provide will help you get in that situation in the first place, and that we'll be checking in if things are going badly, or you're checking in with us if you see yourself going down that route. But even if you find yourself on academic probation, that doesn't mean that there's not time to turn that around and still be successful at the stage up level. So you can treat it in some ways as a wake-up call, maybe. The college, and we have so many resources available that you might not be taking advantage of yet. It could be a chance to review your IEP and your accommodations, to get connected with academic coaching, with English and French coaching, tutors, writing center. So definitely, if you find that yourself in this situation, we would recommend that you reach out to us.
Yes, very well said. In terms of booking an exam request, if that extra accommodations that you need is during exam time, then you would have to make the official online request through your Omnivox account at least 4 school days before the date of the exam. 4 days, so it gives us time to let your teachers know that you require accommodations. So you'll be able to psychologically get into doing the exam. So this is a step-by-step process on how to book an exam. First, you sign into your Omnivox account using your student ID number and password. Usually it's given to you in an electronic format. You'll be able to access it very easily. You click on the Student Access Center on the left side bar of your screen. I think it's a little hand logo if I'm not mistaken. And then you would enter the following information using the drop-down options: course name of which you're taking the exam, the date and time of the exam. We've given the example of, I don't know, Monday, January 23rd, 2021 at 10. The important part of the information are the ones to follow, like the duration of the exam. When we mean duration of the exam, we mean the total in-class duration of the test. For example, it could be 40 minutes. And if part of your accommodations is extra time, according to your IEP, then it'll automatically calculate afterwards. So you don't even have to worry about that. Just make sure it's the right duration. So location of exam, you have 3 options. You can either choose to start it in class and then finish it at the SAC, which is F147, or write the exam completely at the SAC, or to write the exam completely in class. You can always reiterate your preference in the comment section. So when you enter these comments or questions in a little box about the text, information that would be important for us to know would be what kind of tools you're allowed, like a calculator. I never took calculus. I don't know if it's like permitted or not. So if you do know, or if your profession knows, to let us know. Preferred location to write the test. If you require a digital copy because you're using WordQ, or you have something visual going on, require like a bigger font, and the type of test, if it's online, if it's something that it's written, if it's using specific software. Afterwards, you would click on apply. And once you have submitted your request, the teacher's going to revise it. And if approved by the teacher, then the SAC staff will take care of accepting said request and making sure everything is in order. So once approved, you'll have a notification within what's new box on the right side of your Omnivox page, and it'll be automatically, it'll let you know to get there 15 minutes earlier, just so there's not a student congestion traffic going on. I do want to specify that I understand that these are different times. You may have asynchronous classes, you may have regular classes, or it might be virtual. That the request to book an exam virtually is the same process. And if you ever have any questions or any concerns, or you maybe have that preference to write it at the college, then we'll be able to help you. Just let us know by mail at the SAC. And that's it. Easy peasy.
Okay, now that we've talked for a little bit, we want to give those that are here a chance to do the same and to discuss a couple questions. We'll do it as a group because we're a small group today. And we'll write down some of the answers to those questions, and we'll give you some feedback as well. You are more than willing to or able to unmic yourself and shout out an answer when we get there, or respond that way. But if you would prefer to respond by chat, that's an option as well. And we'll be taking note of those answers so that in the combined PowerPoint that we'll be sending to you afterwards, you'll have the group's responses. So the first question, or I'll read the 3 questions now, but then I'll bring them back after, is what are you concerned about beginning the winter semester at Champlain? Some of you, it might be a first semester, others it might be a subsequent semester, but what it is that you've got in terms of concerns there, what you're looking forward to this semester, especially if you're a new student, or what you've already found helpful or that you've enjoyed if you're returning. And then finally, we'll talk about some coping tools that you have used or you expect to use to help with that transition of starting this semester at Champlain. So we'll go to the next slide. And we'll start, well, those again that have some answers can unmic themselves or write into the chat box for that first question, which is what are the concerns that you have about starting the winter semester? And then if you click again, I think, Julianne, it'll start showing some and maybe an example or 2 to get you guys started. Anyone? Thoughts, concerns, or is everyone feeling super comfortable about starting next week and you're so excited and there's nothing that worries you? Here are some of the things that I have definitely heard in past is the online learning component. I see time management in the chat. Absolutely. The workload is heavier. How to manage our time well and get ourselves organized to be successful for the semester. Anyone else with concerns? Sleep schedule. Oh, the dreaded sleep. I wish I had figured out how to have a proper sleep schedule. I think it would help me out a little bit, but yeah, another thing to try to sort of sort out. How do we, again, organize our time, stay motivated, find motivation to get through the semester. The last 2 years have been hard for everyone. And it's again, online is tricky, even in person, we've used a lot of energy. So being able to get motivated, stay motivated throughout is a challenge.
Someone wrote a motivation and traveling time.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Especially online, you don't really want to do your homework. It's just kind of
it's hard
on your bed.
It's easy when there's no one around watching to try to motivate yourself to get up and, you know, not stay in your pajamas all day or stay in bed all day. It's tricky. It's tricky. And then the other side is definitely the travel time. If we have to come in person, that's a different set of challenges, as we have to worry about getting up again and getting out. Yeah, I see procrastination, definitely, for sure. Linked to motivation sometimes linked to anxiety, sometimes linked to just getting back into a rhythm. There's a lot of reasons that we have trouble with procrastination, but it's definitely something that we can worry about. How do we get that sorted out? And some of these things too can be ideas for workshops that we offer and for different resources that we are able to provide to you guys, either one-on-one or in group settings. So I appreciate you guys sharing that information. Maybe we'll move on to the second question, which is what are you then on the flip side, now that we've talked about some of the icky stuff, what are we looking forward to this semester? What do you hope for? What have you enjoyed already being at the CEGEP setting versus maybe high school, or depending on what you did previously? Are there things that you guys are excited about? Socialization, yes. Seeing people, getting to know people. Definitely seeing friends again. Yeah. See, not having to wake up at 5:30 to go to a lab at 8. Yeah, so scheduling. And yeah, being able to adapt your schedule a little bit as one of the accommodations that is offered to Access students. For some of us, being able to be up at a certain time or work until, be in class until a certain time in the evening can really hamper your productivity and your academic success. So being able to adjust that or getting a schedule that meets those needs is amazing. Any other things that you guys are excited about or you have already found really nice about the CEGEP environment? I want to try to balance the list a little bit so that it's not too heavy on the negative side and that we can come up with some good stuff.
I can say from personal experience that my favorite part when going to CEGEP was the freedom of it all. of like making your own schedule, of deciding what classes you're doing better on or not, you know, making friends, all that kind of goes in together. There's no bell like in high school, so you gotta create your own bell. That can be kind of nice too.
Yeah, absolutely. I can say too, I really enjoyed my CEGEP experience compared to high school with the additional like choice and flexibility, meeting new people. Yes, it's intimidating sometimes at first, absolutely. But for me, it was a really enjoyable experience. And I hope that we are able to help make it a good experience for you guys coming in, even though, again, the circumstances are a little bit in flux and no one really knows exactly what to expect. Regardless, we're here and we want you, personally, I would like you to enjoy it as much as I did when I was in CEGEP. Okay, so maybe we'll move on to the last question, which is more about, is about coping tools. I think that sometimes without even knowing, we've developed coping tools on our own to deal with some of the issues that we struggle with, some of our challenges. So I wonder if there's some coping tools that you either have used already that you think you can lean back on again, or on the other end, if you haven't, some of the things that you think might be helpful to develop. And again, that could be sort of when it comes to workshops and one-on-one work that we do, what are things that we can help you develop and add to your toolbox as coping strategies? Any thoughts there? And then we'll be able to give you a list of our own, but I'd like to hear from you first. Sometimes you guys can come up with way better ideas than I'm able to. Yeah, I see plan time off. Absolutely. It's really important for us to be able to schedule some time to not be doing things. And we end up, sometimes it's sort of counterintuitive because you think that if you're planning like a relaxing time or a nothing time, that you're going to be less productive, but it's the opposite. If planning in a little bit of a break, then the time that you're on, you end up being more productive. So I think that's a really nice strategy. Anyone else with ideas? Things, again, maybe that you want to be able to work on, perhaps, in response to some of those concerns. How do we deal with workload? How do we deal with procrastination? Are there skills there that you think you might be able to benefit from? Yeah, I see study group. Excellent. Though we can there's definitely value in being able to motivate through peer pressure, right? So having someone else to help, to share information, to motivate you, and then it's planning that time that you guys are together and you're focused and you are working and learning from each other. Absolutely.
Don't even have to be in the same program to meet up with your friends and to have that kind of time to quiz each other.
Yeah, I think this is a good point to mention that this semester I'll be organizing a study hall with 2 other SAC students. So that will be basically a study group specifically for the SAC. So just to keep note of that, and you'll receive a mail about that soon.
Okay, we'll leave it there and maybe we'll add in what we think are some coping strategies that could be helpful. I'll let Holly go through the list.
Yes, so if you find that you are struggling, please reach out to Champlain services designed to facilitate student success, such as counseling services, us, the SAC, the registrar's office, library services, athletics, financial aid, student life, and the Champlain Student Association. It's also important to put time aside for self-care. Self-care means that you are being mindful of your own needs, so you're better able to support the things you care about. Self-care could be in the form of exercise, getting fresh air, reading a book, listening to music, and etc. Other coping tools are getting involved in your community and regularly reviewing your work schedule or agenda.
Amazing. So we're going to play a little video for you that was prepared last semester with a summary of some of those resources, and you can put some faces to names that way. So we'll go ahead and play that for you. It's about under 10 minutes for sure.
Let me just make sure in terms of sound, we'll be able to hear it. Don't you hate it when you have those classes and you hear nothing and you're like, teacher? Let me know if you
Hi,
can hear
my
it.
name is Dale Lesperance and I'm one of the 4 academic advisors. I'm the advisor who works the most with the students from the Student Access Center. So I'm really looking forward to meeting with you. If you have any questions about your academic progression in your program, any questions about university, about your schedule, about extending your time at Champlain, or if you ever are in a situation of having extended absences, you can contact me about any of those things. So to contact me, you can send me a MEO to Dale Lesperance, you can send a MEO to Academic Advisor, or you can stop by once we're in person. You can stop by on campus to the registrar's office and set up an appointment. I look forward to meeting you.
Hi guys, I'm Shania, president of the Champlain Student Association. So we are in charge of organizing different activities and social networking events for you to enjoy your CJEP years to the fullest. So the first thing I want to tell you is to follow our Instagram page, mycsa.ca, because from there we will be promoting different clubs and societies that we strongly encourage you to join to really enjoy your years and get to know yourself and get to know new people. Also, you can reach out to us or DM us on our Instagram if you have questions related to these clubs or just classes, teachers, or just your CJEP experience in general. So don't be afraid to reach out to us, and I'm very excited to see you guys soon. Bye!
Hi, my name is Nicole Hashi. I'm the coordinator of library services here at Champlain. The librarians and technicians in the library are here to help you with all your research needs. So whether you're looking for that scholarly or peer-reviewed article, or you're struggling to write that bibliography, we're here to help. How can you reach us? Well, that's easy. You can come to the library in person, chat with us online, fill in our Ask Us form, or that's available on our website, MEO Reference Librarian, or email reference-saintlambert@crcmail.net. All our contact information is on the main page of the library. So just reach out if you need us.
Hi, I'm Doreen Kelly and I'm the coordinator of the Learning Center. Champlain College offers a host of resources designed at helping you on your path to success. One of these valued resources is the Learning Center. This service provides free individualized tutoring with qualified tutors in a variety of subjects. One of our valued resources is the English Writing Center. Students seeking help with their English writing skills can schedule an appointment with a qualified tutor in the Writing Center. Information on the 3 easy steps to follow in order to schedule an appointment with either the Writing Center or the Learning Center will be sent to students at the beginning of the semester. If you have any questions or would like more information, I'm just a MEO away. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in August. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Dean Howie and I'm the Director of Student Services, and I'm really happy to have this opportunity to introduce myself to you, and hopefully we'll have this chance to meet each other in person in August as the fall semester kicks off. Student Services oversees adapted services, health services, financial aid, counseling, mental health, the prevention of sexual violence, as well as all the activities related to campus life, student clubs, and your student association. I hope you take this opportunity to get involved in school, speak up, make sure that everything that you would like, you get your questions answered, and that we can help you. Don't ever hesitate. The doors in student services are always wide open to you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the fall. Have a great summer.
Hi guys, I'm Vince Amato. I'm the athletic director here at the college. I coordinate and work with all the college teams. If you're interested in playing on one of these teams, just pop down and see me. You can reach me by MEO or by phone or by email. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody when we all get back here in a few weeks. So take care, have a great summer, and hope to see you soon.
My name is Scott O'Brien. I work in student services and recreation and athletics. This semester I'll also be helping you guys with financial aid. So any questions about sports teams, intramurals, financial aid, please drop by student services. My office is in F125, or you can send me a MEO.
Hi, I'm Sheila, and I work in student services as a recreation technician in student life. So if ever you want to get involved in any clubs or communities or participate in events or activities, you can always reach out my way. Or if you want to create a program or an initiative, you can swing by at either my office in student services when we're back in person, or you can mail me, Sheila Barangaro. Bye.
Hi, my name is Dave Persons. I work in student services at the college. My role at the college is I work as the financial aid officer, supporting students applying for the government loans and bursaries programs, as well as external and internal scholarships and bursaries. I also work in student life, planning and hosting events, leadership retreats, working with the student association, as well as other various fun and community-driven activities. I can be reached by MEO or email. MEO is probably the easiest, and my name is David Persons, Persons. Feel free to reach out anytime. And welcome.
My name is Booney T. I'm the social worker at Champlain College. I work in the mental health department. I also act as the resource person for sexual violence education and support services. So there's probably a few different reasons why you might need to reach out to me. If you need counseling support, anything related to mental health, anxiety, relationship issues, and you just need to talk to somebody, then you can contact me directly by MEO. You can also book an appointment through our secretary, Celine, in student services at any time. She'll definitely book an appointment for you with me. If you need to talk to me about sexual violence or sexual assault, whether it's happened on campus, whether it's happened somewhere else off campus or in the past or present, it doesn't matter. And want to talk about what your options are, if you want to know how to make a disclosure, how to file a report or complaint at the school, or find out what other support services are available to you, then you should also definitely contact me by MEO. Okay, so once again, I'm Booney, and I look forward to seeing you on campus. Bye.
Hi, my name is Deborah Palomino. I'm a psychologist in student services. I offer psychotherapy to students in a confidential manner if you're dealing with any sort of personal issues. I also help students with career exploration. So if there's anything I can help you with, the best way is to contact our department secretary, Céline Bourgeois, to request to make an appointment.
Hi, my name is Juanita Jones, and I'm one of the psychologists in student services. The psychologists in student services are there to help support your journey through the Student Access Center and throughout your CEGEP experience. We're here to help you navigate feelings of anxiety, feelings of depression, or maybe if you've experienced a loss, or you're just looking to speak with someone outside of your family, outside of your friends. We're a neutral party, and we can be here to be a good sounding board or help guide you. So I hope you take advantage of the service. It's quite easy to make an appointment. You would reach out to our administrative assistant. Her name is Céline Bourgeois, and you would send a MEO to make an appointment, or you could go through the representatives of the Student Access Center and request to meet with a psychologist. That could be another way. It's quite easy. We can meet as often or as few times throughout the semester as you need. Sessions are usually about 50 minutes long, and they are confidential. So that's very important for you to know. So I do hope you take advantage of this service.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Cohen. I'm one of the psychologists with Student Services at Champlain College. I offer personal counseling, so if there's personal issues that you'd like to discuss, I'm part of the mental health team. If you would like to seek services and see whether it would be helpful to you, all you need to do is send a MEO to Student Services requesting personal counseling. Wishing you a great year.
Hi, my name is Muriel Harushamagara. I'm the Adapted Services Counselor at the Student Access Center. If you have any documented disability which interferes with your learning or student success, reach out to us, send us a MEO at the SAC address, and attach an evaluation that was done by a medical professional as well as your high school IEP. The next step will be to meet with me so that we can build your IEP and discuss about accommodation. If you don't have such documentation, you can still reach out to the SAC via MEO so that we can discuss about your condition. Thank you and good luck.
Okay, so that was a lot of people, a lot of resources. I saw the question in the chat about whether all those individuals still work at the college. Holly answered yes, so they all do. The one thing to note is that Muriel, who was the last person that presented, has now moved on to become part of the mental health team. So she's in a role similar to Booney, and that now whatever she said about herself now applies to Holly and I, so that we would be the individuals meeting with you, but the process of getting started is the same. So that's the one piece to note on that. So again, this is it was a lot. You'll have the link to the video so you can watch it a second time or you can look through the resources. This is a bit of a summary that's specific to who do you go to for what. So if you're struggling in classes, who the right resource is. If there is a question related to your IEP, an issue with the accommodations that you have, your SAC counselor is the person to reach out to. If you're having issues with study skills, time management, stress management, the academic coaching component of the Student Access Center is the best resource for you. So that's Juliana, who would be able to offer you skills there. If there are things that are more specific to the actual course material, to specific assignments, your teacher is still your best resource to go to first. We can definitely help you in terms of navigating that system if there's a challenge there, but your teacher is the expert in course content and evaluation assessment of their class. There are general tutoring resources, peer tutoring, and academic supports that are offered through the Learning Center, through the Writing Center. The library, as you saw, has a lot of great resources as well. And academic advising is who you would reach out to when there were questions specific to courses, progression, schedule, programs. Now that said, if ever you weren't sure who to go to and you're connected with one of us, we will help guide you to the right person. So we're not going to say, no, sorry, we're going to help facilitate that process for you. So no, you can always come to us as well if you're lost and confused. Yeah.
So some frequently asked questions that the SAC receives are, I'm going to name the three most common ones. First, if I had an intervention plan in high school, does that mean I can receive the same services? So no, however, your high school intervention plan can help the SAC advisor in creating your plan for college. A diagnostic document issued by a professional recognized by the Professional Code of Quebec is still required. Second, if I make accommodations, will this appear on my transcript? So the answer is no. There will be no mention of support received on your transcript. And thirdly, can we make corrections or additions to the intervention plan after signing it? If yes, when? Yes, following your meeting and signing of your intervention plan, you can establish regular meetings with your counselor to go over your needs and accommodations to facilitate the implementation of your plan. During your studies, if there is a need to make changes to the plan, you will have the possibility to request a meeting to discuss these changes.
Yeah, so those are the questions that come up a lot. You may have additional questions at this point. So if there are questions that you have, this is your chance to ask them again orally or by the chat. If you have a question that you would prefer to get answered individually rather than the group, you can Mayo the Student Access Center, and then we can respond to you individually. Same thing as if in the middle of the night the question comes to you, then you can still reach out to you. This isn't your only chance to do so, but you have us here now. So we'll give a minute or two in case there are some burning questions.
No question is too small.
No, you could ask us our favorite color. No. Okay, so we'll leave it there, but definitely reach out, send us a Mayo if anything comes to mind later.
All right, so the best ways to reach us, you can reach us by email at the SAC at champlaincollege.qc.ca. You can MEO us at Student Access Center, the SAC. You can reach us at my extension, which is 450-672-7360, extension 3444. You can drop by the office in F147. It's within the exam room. Those of you who are used to finding Juliana and I hidden in the back on the right, we will no longer be there. We are swapping offices. We will now be the first office on your right when we come in, and you will be able to find Marie hidden in the back on the right. That will be effective by Monday, by the start of class. So you can also reach us at the website, which is listed here, and our office, the SAC suite, is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., closed from 12 to 1 for lunch. And exams, of course, run from 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, and I want to let you guys know as well that for the first, from the beginning of classes as of Monday, our hours might be slightly different, but we will have someone on campus every day, even though courses are still online. So if there is a need for you to come in, if you prefer to do something in person, that option is going to be available too. So I wanted to let you know that primarily we're operating virtually, but we will have a presence on campus for those that need it starting Monday. Thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you all for coming. I hope that you did find the information helpful. We're excited about the semester starting and working together. So we look forward to it. And again, please don't hesitate to reach out no matter what you need. Thanks.
Hope to see everyone in person.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fun, guys. You can also stay if you have any additional questions.
All right, that leaves us four.
Yeah.
Us four.
Okay.